Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Matt with Green Bar Trading. And in this video, I'm going to do another trade breakdown on HPCO, a stock that I traded this morning, and how important it is when you're trading momentum to take the profits very fast. This entire trade was 2 minutes and 30 seconds. That's it. I don't like to be in these for any longer than I need to, based on my risk and based on my reward. So first, I'm going to share with you guys, this is our Discord call outs at 7:50. I called out HPCO. It's since been, kind of treading water, but it's still very early in the trading day. A lot of traders are not up yet. So this is the stock. This is what we were trading. This is a recent IPO. That was why I was interested in the stock. Now, if we look at this on the daily chart, well, it looks pretty bad. It opened for IPO here the other day at 38, traded up to 41.80, and then closed the day all the way down to 770, which is horrendous. And then yesterday went down even further. So we're playing that dead cat bounce sort of on this, which is what we've seen a lot with the recent IPOs. And that's what happened here. So we hit a low yesterday at 480 and then started to climb up into the pre-market, saw some nice action, hitting a high here at 963. It's a far cry from where it was trading at 2 days ago. So you have to be aware of that. There's a ton of overhead supply. So if you look here, we're going to look at this. Let's just take a look at a 30-minute chart. You have trading that was done up here in the 20s. You have trading that was done up here in the 30s. A lot of trading was over the price that we were at. So if people were holding this and they see a nice bounce here today, you might see some, okay, I'm happy just to get back half of where I was at over here. But what I'm looking for are those quick, where can we take advantage of this stock and of the volatility and of the volume and the float that we're seeing this morning, because the float is nice, the volume, the highest volume in the market, and the recent IPOs that have been doing very well. So getting into my trade, and let's just go back over here. This is what I look at. Now, I took the 9 EMA off on this stock because it was kind of trading sideways. So the 9 EMA does not trade well when you're trading and consolidating. So when you're trading in a range and we're seeing level 2, that was strictly my compass today was level 2. So the 9 EMA was just basically all through here. It didn't even matter. But the VWAP, that's what was really important to me when I took my trade. So like I said, 1,000 shares. Now, I have the 1 minute up here. I have the 5 minute down here. You can see the consolidation. But what I saw at 7 a.m., which is when my platform opens, which is when a lot of other platforms open, which is where we see a lot more volume, is that at $7 a share, we saw a lot of support. I really liked when I saw this. And you can see on the 5 minute candles, you have these bottoming wicks here, which are very nice for direction. So when you see this wick here, really topping tail, and now you have the opposite here. So I liked what I saw here. The buyers stepped in and we rallied a little bit. Now, my entry was very, very important here. Now, I did a dip buy on this, which, why am I in this one? Which I normally will not do. The reason why I did it here, and you can see this was a 2-minute, let's look at this on a bigger screen. This was a 2-minute and 30-second trade, like I said. That's all I was looking for. On 1,000 shares, well, that's $250 for this 25-cent move. What I was looking at here, when we broke VWAP, I was not in. I waited. I wanted to see the break of VWAP. More importantly, I wanted to see, because this was where we were going to be going over to make that new 5-minute candle. I wanted to see a new 5-minute candle making a new high and then just get out of the trade. And that's exactly what I did. But when we broke VWAP down to 774 and we started to come back up, I thought this was very, very bullish. Normally, when you break VWAP, right, you'll continue to flush and sell off. Did not see that here. Saw a lot of strength. And, you know, when you break VWAP, you're expecting a flush. So that's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for this to come down to the 30s, maybe even to test 7. Instead, I started looking at the level 2, saw some buying coming in. And what I didn't see was selling. You can see here on the volume, very small selling here after breaking VWAP. Also, a very bullish thing that happened. So these are very dangerous to trade. You can see how choppy these are. Now, we're currently trading up here about where I got out on this candle. But when you're trading and scalping, don't get greedy. I know that this thing can possibly go a lot higher today, or even during a trade that I'm taking here at 7:30. The only thing is, I would rather lock in the gains than try to be a hero and then watch it come back down against me and then I get stopped out. My stop on this was below this candle right here at about 770. So I was risking $100 down and we took $250 up. Totally fine with that. But like I said, this was a very choppy one. I normally would not dip buy under VWAP unless I really did not see any flush come, which is what you would expect. So we're seeing some nice movement here. Now, this is really going to bring me to my next point. When I'm trading at 7 a.m., 7:30, before 8, before 8:30, there's simply not a lot of traders around at this time. But I have my kids behind me that I have to get ready for school. These are the times that I'm able to trade. But if you can wait, these are the times to be trading. After 8, after 8:30, after 9, that's when more traders are going to be active into these. So this was definitely a very nice one. It was also at the top of our gap scanner. So at the time. Now, this other one that's making a really big move is doing it on low volume. And look at the spreads. I could never trade something like that. But this one is definitely going to be a stock that I'm sure a lot are going to be trading. This is where I would say the target would be somewhere here. If we can break that, then it's just a matter of how high can it go at that point. All right, guys, I hope that you're enjoying these videos. I hope that you enjoyed the trade breakdown and maybe learned a thing or two on why I like to get in and get out really quick before, if I'm trading before 8 a.m., before more volume starts to come in. So that's it. Seeing a very nice move. I'm glad that I alerted our Discord community. Maybe some of the traders got in here and were more patient and waiting for it. Because this move here from 8 to over 9, you go on 1,000 shares, you're up $1,200 right there. Not a bad move in that 3 minutes or that 2.5 minutes instead of this 2.5 minutes on lower volume. But that's just the way that trading is from 7 to 8. and I'm very well aware of that. But recent IPOs, HPCO, recent IPOs have been getting a lot of attention. That's why I was interested. It was at the top of the gap scanner. Also, why I was interested. And that's the trade breakdown. Hit the thumbs up for the video. I'll see you back on the next one. Take care.